A majority of state FA chairmen have given the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) executive committee not later than 2 weeks to hold its General Assembly preparatory to the September election Congress. Hello and welcome back to NEWSROOM Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post a new video. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. The NFF Congress has failed to meet since December 2021 after a federal high court sitting in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State issued an injunction against such meeting. The applicant in the case has since applied to discontinue the case after the FA chairman dialogued with him. Arisin Jala of the National Association of Nigerian Footballers confirmed to a reporter that yes, there is an element of truth in the story, because we all agreed at the end of our meeting that the whole process should be facilitated by the NFF, as the court has since vacated the order and all parties have been duly served with the papers. We used only a few days to get the order vacating the injunction because we want to fast-track things from our own hand. What is left now is for the appropriate authorities, NFF, to take necessary steps for the General Assembly to take place before the elective Congress. It said that except the NFF leadership is not interested in holding the elections, it shouldn't take a whole year to hold the General Assembly. But they have no alternative because the directive from the president was clear: amend the status to accommodate more stakeholders and ensure that the election is held in September. Time is not on our side. If the NFF executive fails to organize the General Assembly before the expiration of the ultimatum, Jala remarked that the state FA chairman can invoke certain sections of the statutes and organize the General Assembly. He observed that they have till the end of September to hand over to a new board. It would be a shame if the NFF ESCO, allow themselves to be forced out, he warned. The recent directive by President Muhammadu Buhari to the Nigerian Football Association to ensure the selective Congress of the NFF and the election of a new board held as scheduled in September was interpreted as a big blow to the present board members who were hoping to hold on till early next year, hiding under the interlocutory injunction obtained by a group of concerned football stakeholders from a Bayelsa High Court, which suspended all activities relating to the planned Congress. The hierarchy of the NFF had planned to lie low on plans for the Congress until the injunction was vacated. A source within the Football House said that the plan was to foot drag on the election until after the World Cup and next year's outcome in Ivory Coast before they call for election. Recall that a few days ago, after a meeting with the 28th Dissident State FA chairman, scribe of the NFF, Mohammed Sanusi, had told them that the responsibility of vacating the court order did not lie with the FA and that they could not do anything about it. But informed sources told a reporter that the NFF had secretly mapped out plans to stay beyond their time because of the two international tournaments coming up later this year and the AFCON in January 2023. They were really unsettled by the president's directive that they seem to be in a fix right now. Their plan was bossed by President Muhammadu's directive, our source said, adding that the court order under which they were hiding has now been vacated. I wonder where they will run to now. Apart from ensuring that the election is held, the president also directed that the NFF status must be amended to accommodate other interest groups who were either not represented or were underrepresented on the board. Ahead of the Nigeria Football Federation NFF elections, stakeholders had commended the federal government for intervening to avert another round of crisis in the nation's football circle. They noted that over the years, Nigerians' football fraternity has always been brightened by crisis before and after every election of NFF. Recall that in a bid to forestall the looming danger facing the NFF as it prepares for an election to pick brand new leadership in September, the federal government on June 17, through the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, wrote to the president of the country's football federation, Amaju Pinnick. The letter directed Pinnick to ensure that the forthcoming NFF election is held not later than the expiration of the tenure of the present board led by him. The government also directed that the instruments of football administration in the country, the NFF status, be amended to include other stakeholders. However, the federal government action was perceived in some quarters to be necessitated by Pinnick's alleged ploy to go for a third term, which he had previously denounced. Wow. Corruption everywhere. People no longer want to leave offices as long as they taste it and they see how sweet it is and they see the kind of power they have and what is at their disposal. They don't want to go away. That is why Obasanjo even wanted to stay for third term. This was also want to stay for third term. Why, Nigerians? Why? It is well with us. So anyway, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post a new video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.